welcome to game 2 of my match against Lemonspawn. I am up 1-0. I say as I am updating the banner. Nice to get a win as player 2. Nice to get a win the first game of the season. So we can thin with everything. There is no village, so that is worth noting. Wheelwright doesn't do a ton. So it seems like draw is Den of Sin. I don't really see a way to make capital work, temple work. So it looks like you're just building up Den of Sin. You're getting a couple of golds, and maybe you use Bridge as your terminal. Scrap gets a lot worse, but I think I'm just opening scrap investment to try to thin estates, thin coppers, get a couple of Dens of Sin, get a bridge, and lower and go for provinces. Yeah, this is a nice draw to start. Okay, I'm hitting. So if I take coin, I guarantee being able to afford something nice. I think I'm just gonna take card horse, and if I draw the estate, then I can't buy anything this turn. But Shim always get to. Yeah, this seems fine. Take the coin, and I think I believe in the Astrolabe one. Astrolabe seems okay. Over a silver, probably get one of each. Well, I didn't bottom deck the thing. I'm gonna take a real silver now. This was nice for them. They found research turn 3. I of course found my stuff turn 3, so it's not like I'm doing way better. This is rough, not finding the scrap with something I can scrap. I'm going to take my bridge now, and I think I'm going to pass trashing here and just buy a Den of Sin. I wonder if I can take like card, coin, silver or something there, because I know the bottom card's a copper. I don't know. We'll see what we draw here. The scrap is pretty bad if we don't find stuff to scrap with it. Okay. Copper, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's like quite a bit of VP in that. It's like a 4-point scrap if I want, or investment if I wanted it, with the unique treasures. So that's possibly something to consider in terms of alt VP investment with copper, Astrolabe, silver in play, maybe even gold in play. You can capital, you can get a 6-point. Okay, I think I'm drawing on here. There's a lot of good things I can draw. The Den certainly being one of them. Sorry. So they want to be undoing, one supposes. Okay. Okay. We'll definitely take another Den here. This means we draw deck. And we can certainly absorb one more card, whether that's a silver or an Astrolabe. I'm not sure. I guess it wants to be an Astrolabe. I guess it wants to be an Astrolabe. Given, I'm going to have them off kilter, so maybe it wants to be a silver then. Get one next turn. For some reason I thought I was drawing deck there. But maybe the Astrolabe comes out of play, and I did card action with scrap, and I still had 2 cards. But I'm drawing 4 cards here. Hopefully find the bridge. I'm in the position where I can start to consider trashing the investment for coins, or for VP. Okay, yeah, scraps time has come. And we will take coins. I guess I want to grab 2 dens here, given that the pile's about to empty. And I think it is too early to be getting coppers. But maybe next turn. We'll see. I want to get a gold here, I guess, and I probably want to trash a copper. I'm uncertain what the Wheelwright is doing for them, unless it's gaining 4 costs that they can scrap, but they don't have a scrap. So I'm not quite sure. Okay. Bridge. Take a coin. 10. I'm thinking about gold investment. I'm not thinking about double gold. Gold investment Astrolabe, and I'm just considering the ramifications of investment VP, where you get 4 VP per 5 VP for investment play. In which case, I'd go like gold investment Astrolabe. I'm not quite drawing next turn is the problem. It's like a moderately big problem, I think, but I could also just like go double gold and start greening. I'm gonna go double gold. There's just so many, like the 4-point investments really do a lot with these thin decks. So if I go gold investment Astrolabe, feels a little bit greedy, but I think I can get away with it. And I'm looking to trash 1 investment every turn now and buy a new one. They do have this duration imbalance thing going on, which is probably they shouldn't have played all 4 dens last turn. I have the research, like you can Wheelwright actions and gain 4s for either scrap or research, I guess. It just seems tough to make that work. And this turn I'm already going to start greening, I think, depending what they do. Ideally, you can get gold, copper, silver, Astrolabe investment and get a 5-point investment trash off and then be happy. You get a couple of those off and maybe some 4-pointers when you get rid of the coppers, and then maybe you get rid of some silvers for 3 points, but that doesn't feel quite worth it. They don't have a bridge, so I'm consistently getting more money than they have. They finally do get a bridge, and okay. So 11. I'm like very strongly thinking about capital here. I'm also thinking about just getting another investment. Next turn I've got multiple investments going on. Capital is also quite interesting in terms of the debt is just so high, it doesn't seem worth the VP hit. So this could be what, like Province Silver Silver? Province Wheelwright? What is the Wheelwright getting for me? Feels like nothing. I feel like I'm not getting anything out of the Wheelwright. But I guess I want to take a Province always because I want to start greening, and the alternative is like 2 golds, and I just claim that my deck has so much money in it that I'm going to be able to get tons of green cards. I don't feel like that's the case. Does Wheelwright do anything for me? Does Capital do anything? There are like turns when I don't want to play things. I could also get a Salvager now. If I had 12 money, I would do something different. It could be Province Investment. I'm uncertain, really, like deeply uncertain as to what I'm doing with that turn. This turn I'm looking to score lots of points with investments and then get green cards. A lot of spectators today. It's a Sunday. It's the first league season. There's not a lot of other Dominion going on. I'm currently leading my division, by the way, since I won the first game. That's very exciting. Okay, they've got a gold now and some dens. Okay, so this was the dream. We take the VP. We take the VP. And we can't even afford Province, but that's okay. We just take another gold. And, did they not buy a gold? Did I not buy 2 golds the turn? No, I did the gold silver line thing. Okay. I'm just pretty happy to take that amount of VP there. Even though this is not a great shuffle, I've got a couple of dens coming in. I've got a 15-point lead. At some point you can consider, they have a lot more coppers than I do. At some point you can consider trashing. At some point you can consider trashing. What am I saying? At some point you consider buying coppers to trash them. However, I'm just not buying that as a viable. Like, there's just not enough draw, especially as you're adding green cards and you're trying to get a gold and a silver and all the uniques in play. So like that turn where I get 9 points off the investments feels like really best case scenario for me. Bottom card's a bridge, so I'm going to draw a bridge and 3 other things. And I think that's just Province, and we play both dens. They bought another investment, which is not unreasonable. You kind of want to do the investment shenanigans before you start greening, one supposes. We'll see what they do here. If they like go harder for the investments, I may stop and contest the investments myself. Okay, they didn't. All right, so this is the case where I'm not sure what I want to do. I think this is just buy Province here. Buy like Province Silver even. I could like trash the silver, but I'm not getting VP and Province. Oh no, I can't. I am getting VP and Province. Okay. Let me undo one then. I can trash the silver. I get. Okay. I want to do this then. I want to go back. Bring me back. All right. I just have to watch out that they don't get a bunch of investments and get a ton of random extra VP. But I'm pretty happy to take 3 VP there. I think I'm going to have to stop and buy treasures once, maybe? I don't know. I may sort of crawl across the finish line here. Maybe I get a Salvager on an extra buy so I can mill provinces. They only have the 1 investment, right? So they can't like build an engine. They can't just like keep investing every turn for 5. Or it's tough to do. Gains are tough, draw is tough. This was a turn where they had a research and a den coming in, I think. Or the research came in last turn, so they have scrapped the Wheelwright now. So it's kind of sad. A sad use of a 5 that they bought on whatever turn they bought it on. I certainly would have never bought a Wheelwright here on turn 6. That should have been a den. And they trust a den. Wow. That can't be right. It just, like, can't be right. Five investments? No. They have no dens next turn. They must have set it aside with the research. Okay, their next turn's not terrible. They have 5 cards set aside with research, but... Okay. This is 8. You buy a province. Can they double province and invest for 4? No, they don't have any draw, right? They have 1 horse. Even if they get both capitals, the 1 capital pays for itself, so they'd have to get capital gold. Bridge. So if they invest for 4, that's still not enough. It's enough for a tie. Can they invest for 5? They just don't have that much draw, right? They have 1 horse. So, like, the capital and the gold and everything they just played, they can't draw this turn, right? And I don't need to take a copper. I'm just not seeing it. They're going to have a tough time finding any dens this turn, too. This next turn is bad. Oh, they bought an estate. Wow, they found all their dens, though. That's quite nice. So sadly, that's not enough for double. I can definitely take a province. And 21-point lead, I think I just take a Salvager. For them to win, they would have to get 21 points, which is province and 3 duchies, which is 719 money. Alternatively, I just take, like, duchy here. Province and 3 duchies is 15. 5-point investments. They have to get province, 3 duchies, estate. Estate, they're drawing 8 cards. Huh. I really do want to take this Salvager. Maybe I just take a duchy and an estate. And, play the 2 dens and hope to get to 8 next turn. Next turn's their big turn. They can't do much after that. It's a bad start for me, though. Or a good start, depending on if I sat for 10 minutes and counted out how much money they have with best draw. I think I get to they can tie, but I think that requires them to, like, have a very specific, like, 5 green cards down there. And I'm pretty sure 25 points is too much. Okay, they didn't find the so their next turn is terrible. Wow. Province and 4 duchies. But their next turn is untenable. So I did need to take that duchy estate, I think, because if they get to 44 here. But their next turn is going to be quite bad. If I can't end it here. They might just stop here. I find it difficult to think they can even single province next turn. They'll have the 2 Astrolabes in play, but their rest of their cards are green cards, research. There's a scrap down there. That's their gold. That's their silver. That's their capitals. They don't have any horses. They don't have any dens. So I just take double estate here, kind of sadly. And hope they can't hit province here. which I don't think they can. If I track their deck. Oh, they have 12 debt too. Wow, that got close at the end. But another win for me, and I'm pretty happy to get a 2-0 to start. But they're going to get harder, so we move on to game 3.